Hello. Oh, okay, camera's working this time. Hello. Um, Today we're back and we're picking up exactly where we left off of last stream. So, I have here half of the narrative Gundam that I was unable to complete due to something coming up. But, like in all honesty, I feel like this could have been easily done in one stream if nothing had come up, but well, something did. I had to leave. But now we are back. This should be a relatively short stream, probably like what, maybe 2 hours at most? Because there's not much left to do for this build. Like all there's left is the arms, the head, and finishing up on the backpack. But I have been playing around with it for the last couple days. It is a very, very articulate. The build can articulate very well. I do really like it. Of course, there are some parts that do get in the way of articulation, mainly that butt flap, but for the most part, I believe this thing is very good, articulations wise. Of course, there is the little gimmick of the arms popping out, uh, popping part of the torso out for the arms that we haven't fully seen yet, or rather fully seen in action, because, well, this right here would allow the arms to swing forward a bit more compared to before. And I much prefer their way of securing the polycap and allowing the arm to move forward that way. Because normally if well, compared to most other high grades that built like with polycaps, the polycaps are usually secured in a way where like if you were to just to accidentally pull the arms too much, they would come out, of course, but whoops. Ooh, this polycap here is also a bit loose. Uh, it still holds on really well. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So, occasionally you'd accidentally pop the arm out, and if you're trying to push it in, all it would do is push the polycap deeper into the body, due to the way it has to swing back and forth for a bit more articulation on the arms. But with this setup, that is not the case. The polycap actually has a hard back, preventing it from pushing into the body even further. Anyways, today we're gonna, as I said, we're building the arm. So let me just stop talking and actually get to building. So as you can see here, we're pretty much done with this runner. Once we're done with the arms, all this should be it for the runner. I'm pretty sure all these parts are just used on the arms. I don't think any of these are used on the backpack. The backpack has its own separate pile of runners that I've already separated over here. Oh yeah, I just forgot. I also wanted to turn on some more background music. So both arms have a very, well, both arms basically are the same, they're just mirrored. One thing I did not expect was to actually also build the shields along with the arms. Because apparently, Bandai wants you to build those as well during the arm building process. Right. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be a part of the shoulder, like the actual joint in the shoulder. Though I have no clue how everything is going to attach to it. But I think the shoulders might be able to move independently of the arms here. Just seeing how there's only one hole. Okay, see right here on the runners, the shoulder has extra ball joints. So I'm assuming that's how we're going to be attaching them to the main body. Let's see here. I still see a ton of parts on these runners that I don't know where they would go. Probably on the arms, now that I'm thinking about it. Also, I'm kind of glad this kit is a bit larger, because I've been getting a bit tired of working with the tiny, tiny heads and masks of the any post UC 100 suit, you know, excluding something like the She or Penelope. I wish I had one of those, but they cost an arm and a leg. I mean, it doesn't. Oh, okay, no, I wouldn't say it costs an arm and a leg. More like an arm. Arm and a leg would be something like the what was it? The oh yeah, there was the Neozeong. Again, I still really appreciate how they do add some details to these joints, even if they are going to be covered up. It is very nice to see as a builder. Like, nobody else will know, but you will just know. You're the only one that knows the detailing. Okay, that should be the shoulders done. So the shoulders with this build should be able to move separately to the arms to an extent. They're still going to be bound to the arms, but there's a small amount of freedom to them. You hope I'm not accidentally skipping instructions, because that would be very bad. And I have been prone to doing that quite often. There's more components to the shoulders than I expected. Usually high-grade shoulders are not really that well built, in my opinion. Like, building them can be relatively boring. But for this, it built up almost like a real grade shoulder. Like, there's so much layering on it. I do like that. Alrighty. What is this piece used for? Oh, wait, no, that's the head. Okay. I see that now. Again, I really like the subtle amount of color separation. Like, it's those little things that make the kit pop, especially up close. Like, it'll look fine without the color separation from a distance, but up close, that color separation just makes the kit pop even more. It's like, it makes it stand out. Like, it highlights so many small details about the kit that you never knew before. Let's see here. If you can ever get your hands on a narrative Gundam, I would highly recommend it. This build is very nice. Okay, so that's going into the head parts over there. So we're going to be using that later. Alright, let's assemble the shoulder. If I can figure it out. Should slide in. Again, I really do like how exposed the shoulders are. Like, it can certainly help with articulation in some cases. Oh, and the layering, you can see these tiny gaps as well, like, purposely caused, not like accidentally. But of course they will be slightly covered up by the armor, like the gap allows for this to slide in so easily. And perfectly seal it all up. It's just the pure amount of layering that's in this kit that's surprising me. Like, I feel like if I were to compare it to something, alright, I haven't technically built the kit yet, but it feels like what was it? A full mechanics kit. Like, I have a full mechanics aerial, and I've heard very good things about it. Like, basically, while it doesn't have the complexity of a high grade or a real grade, it certainly has the looks and like outward feel of one. If you understand what I'm saying. It's absolutely beautiful. While it doesn't have the complexity underneath the surface, on the surface, it is gorgeous and, well, certainly stands out in a collection. Once you get up close. And I basically heard the same thing about the Moon Gundam as well. Which is why I want to get one. Like, it is a gorgeous kit. I have seen one myself. It is absolutely gorgeous. But you wouldn't expect it to be a high grade. Oh, I do also love the exposed frame here again. Oh my gosh, and I'm also looking at the instructions. The arm assembly is so nice. Just because it's just so easy to do. Oh wait, did I screw something up? No, I didn't. Okay. I almost screwed something up. So I wasn't looking. But luckily I did not. By sheer luck, I managed to get the parts in the right position before fully sealing them. At least I don't need to worry about forgetting a part, like how I usually do. Almost done with one of the runners as well. Closely to see which way this bends, otherwise I do not want a backwards bending elbow because there are small parts in here that do lock it, do lock its rotation. That upper arm is fully exposed. There's no armor on it whatsoever. Alright, we're about to finish off another runner. One of the parts on the runner fell. I have lost it. Never mind, I have found it. There we go, we have a full runner complete. Alright, let's see here. Now for the other part. So on the other arm. And we would be done with this runner if it weren't for the hands, which I'm actually just going to cut out right now. So one thing about this kit is that it's technically only supposed to come with one set of hands. Or rather, you're only supposed to use one set of hands since you have no use for the other set. So this thing comes with two fists or beam saber holding hands. Like, you don't technically have full clenched fists, they're just beam saber holding hands. And two trigger fingers. But the trigger fingers have no use because you don't have a rifle. Unless you decide to give the narrative B-Packs one, which I am very tempted to do because I do actually have some surplus weapons. I can always give it a Jagan rifle if I so wish. Actually, no, I lied. This only has one trigger finger. Yeah, it looks like it's only right hand. I mean, again, I still have surplus weapons I can still offer this thing. So it isn't so lonely with just its shield. Okay, so it looks like the hands need a back to be held on. I'm wondering if they provide enough backs. No, they don't. They only provide one back. Unless there's something I missed. It doesn't seem like I missed anything. So that means they've only provided 2 sets of backs. Nope, I found another one. I have lied. It is simply on the other runner. Are they labeled differently over here? Yes, they are, actually. Okay, so I guess 15 is supposed to be right hand only. So we will have to do a little precarious balancing act over here, if I remember correctly, to assemble this. Because there's nothing really holding this in place until we get the back on. Actually, does the back even fit? No, it doesn't. I see. Okay, so it looks like we don't get backs for this trigger finger. Kind of sad. I would have liked the bonus. I'm pretty sure if I did modify this, it could fit. But who knows? Let me check the instructions real quick. Just to see if they have any extra parts. Oh, wait a second. I've had the back the entire time. I just cut out the wrong one. Because both hands are identical. There is a specific back needed for this hand, which does happen to come on the runner. I just used the wrong back. Yeah, I didn't have to mutilate a part. I believe this should be put on first. That just kind of locks in place, and then all that's left to do is just to lock on the trigger finger. Yeah, just like that, you have an extra hand. Perfect. But, let's see, for now, I will just cut out everything. That's nice, then. See. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Oops, I accidentally dropped another part. Where the hell did it drop? There you are. I'm gonna finish off this runner since there's, like, what, 2 parts left on it? And that part is the beam saber. So of course, as with the beam sabers in most other kits, you just stick a beam on it and you can stick it in the hand. With this one, there is a way of actually storing the beam sabers. There's some kits that don't offer ways of storing them, but in this case, this kit does have one. Which is on the back. Which I will probably cut out in a bit. Am I screwed? I hope I'm not putting this in the wrong hole. Yeah, that hole won't fit. The beam sabers are fairly long. Like, the handles are relatively long compared to what I'm used to. Well, that's probably because, you know, I've been building smaller kits. I think this right here is the thing that holds the beam saber. So we're just gonna tuck this neatly in here. Don't remember if it holds it upside down or right side up. I can probably check right here, right now. Okay, hold it up like this. This I'm just gonna place down here. As I finish cutting up these parts. Because there is quite a bit of parts to cut. Okay, I think that's all, except for the beam sabers on here, which I'm also gonna cut out, and then just quickly throw onto the back, because I don't think I plan on using them. I am very tempted to just stick a Jagan rifle into this guy's hands, because I'm pretty sure that's what Narrative would just be using. I don't have a spare Jester rifle around, sadly. I don't remember if I had 2 Jagan rifles or not. I know I had at least one, just due to the silver bullet suppressor. And I much prefer the build of this kit over the silver bullet. So this would just be thrown on the back skirt right here. Beam sabers are stored very neatly on this thing. Just out in the open like so. Though I'm kind of worried, like, if they sort of take off, like, jump, it would just get toasted by the thrusters, you know? Alright, time to actually assemble the arms now. Or rather, most of the arms, because, well, there's still more that we need to assemble, or rather, cut out. How the hell do you attach together? What the hell? Okay, so you're facing upwards like so. And I guess this just sandwiches? It looks like it should. Yeah. Okay. I was just overthinking. Okay, what's next? Holding this thing upside down. Okay, there we go. It should just slide in here, I believe. Unless I'm holding this part upside down now. God, I don't know which way's up. Oh, I'm putting it in... Okay, nope. Okay, I think I found the right orientation for this now. Okay, here we go. Oh, that slides on really nicely. Ooh, okay, okay. Then this just kind of slaps on like so. Again, the layering is very nice on this kit. It's just, oh, yep, it plugs and clicks into place. Just like that, we have an arm assembled. Oh, okay, everything clicked into place so satisfyingly. Alright, let's do the same over here. Should be much simpler process since, you know, I've already figured it out once. Oops. Sadly, with this kit, you're only gonna get a single point elbow bend. But you do get a fair amount of articulation on the lower arm, at least. I wished I got more of a bend out of the elbow. Oh well. I'll take what I can get. The build is just still very nice, at the very least. And just like that, you have 2 arms. Now, to attach the, well, to build up the shields. Okay, and so as you can see right here, once I attach the arms, this guy, well, the arms are really tiny in comparison to like the long legs. Like, one thing I've noticed about a good chunk of the unicorn, well, most of the kits that show up in unicorn, my god, the legs are long. But, let's see, if we were just to pull this out, we can compare some articulation here. So the arm can normally go forward like this much, but with this, go forward slightly more. Perhaps if we were choose to stretch the arm out like so, it's easier to tell. Maybe. But you have slightly more articulation with this popping joint right here. I know they do the same with both the real grade unicorns as well. Like they have a similar action there. Though with the real grade unicorns, their joints are especially for the arms, are incredibly stiff. I've heard that soaking the joints in soapy water really helps to loosen up their initial stiffness, which caused me a ton of finger pain when I was building them. Oh, I'm missing a part. We actually need one of these parts now. There you are. No? Okay, now which one are you? Oh, it's on this... Okay, yeah, I should probably just look at the shield runner. For the shields. This plastic feels different compared to the rest of the kit. Right off the bat. It feels a bit softer, more malleable, similar to some of the Witch from Mercury kits. I do like that feeling of plastic. It's much easier to cut. Puts a bit less strain on your pliers. So to attach these, you just pull this out. Then I believe you just slide these on. Am I putting them up, upside down? I hope not. They kind of click in place. Oh no, they don't click in place. They just kind of stay on via friction. I mean, there's still a very nice hold, at least. Like it's not gonna be pulling itself off anytime soon. It's stiff. Hey, let's see here. Other one time. Kind of a bit finicky to get on initially, in my opinion. But once it does get on, oh boy, does it hold. I guess that's why they use the softer plastic. There we go. It kind of clicks on. Not really. You don't really get a satisfying click. Just kind of a jerk and then a stop. But there we go. We're gonna need those to attach the shield. It's technically what we had before were the default narrative arms. Okay. We're gonna be using a couple runners here. So this one, and which one? Which other one? I think it's just this one. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna first be, it seems like, just making the actual shields themselves. Just got two of these. Pretty easy to do. Like a really easy build for the shield. Relatively simple, I like it. Also pretty easy for them to cast. Careful about this little nub here. We want to keep that intact. Again, I really like the feeling of this plastic to cut. It's different compared to the rest of the kit. And just like that, got some shield parts. Let's throw this together. Again, should be relatively self-explanatory. Just kind of throw the missiles on first. Make sure they're seated properly. They'll pop through like so, which I find very nice. The red really helps break up the colors on this. Then this gets thrown on. Then I believe it should just be slid on here. Yep. Essentially, you're just gonna be... the rotation of this lower arm is kind of necessary just to position the shields right. Am I doing this wrong? Actually, I am. Okay. Oh, kinda. The way I mounted it was not the way to normally mount it. Instead, there is actually a little hole right here that just allows it to be mounted directly to the arm. So it can be used like this, mainly for the missiles. But this other mounting method is if you want to combine both of them into one massive shield. Which is a thing you can do, which I did not know. Like, I know I've seen it before in the movie, but I didn't know this kit could do that. That's really nice, actually. So you can mount it like this, I guess, if you really want to. Yeah, it should be compatible like that, I think. Check. It can, yeah, as I suspected. But, you know... Oh, whoops. Yeah, that peg is a bit weak. Better off mounting it like so. Core fighter peg is relatively weak. I could probably apply some gray tack in there just to stiffen that up a bit. If it really, shows to be a problem later. There we go, you have the two shields. And as I was saying earlier, what you can do with the shield is... Okay, this thing holds on really tightly. Holy shit. They will not fall off, luckily, then. You have to force them off. You can just kind of pop them in. Like so, in order to make a much larger shield, if the hand can get out of the way. Just like that, you have a much larger shield. Of course, you can't really use the missiles like this, but that is very nice to have. And again, the rotation of this arm is so nice. Like, of course, you can have it, like, just on the arm like so, for posing, but then, if you do have to, like, rotate the elbow to then bring the shield forward, there's a reason why, some kits have, when they do come with shields, they have, multiple connection points on the arm that the shield can hook onto. Whoops, this thing is... Oh, it really likes to turn. So normally the connection points would be to the side and at the bottom of the forearm. So that lets you mount the shield like so, or like so. But in this case, it doesn't need that since the arm can fully rotate. That is very nice. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna attach these back as the way they are intended to. Oh, need to fully seal this up. Didn't realize that was a bit loose. Again, I really like that in this build. Like, just that little touch is very nice. Of course, we still have this guy over here. But now, I'm gonna move it down a bit. Because we're now working on the head. Oh boy, got so many small parts to cut. I don't want to accidentally maim the chin. Got a tiny little chin right there, a little red chin, and we're done with this runner. And now just got a bit of the housing to cut out. Sadly, this thing does not get color separated Vulcans. I'm seeing this right now. This is the back of the head. Here's the front. Again, no color separation on the Vulcans. It's just a sandwich. Well, I think once we cut this out, we're done with another runner. Wait, no, I lied. There's still another white piece on here. Ooh, there is some nice sculpting on the mask. Let's see here. What else do we need? Of course, this clear part is going to be for all the cameras. And the eyes, most importantly. Do you think we should finish with this? I should probably just put this off to the side. I think we only have one more part for this runner, which is a part of the face. We're done with that runner. Here, I could probably pre-assemble some of this. And that fits in nicely back there. And it creates a little connection right there at the base of the head. Let's see this. The chin should just be able to slide right on the mask. No problem. There we go, we got a little mask. Oh boy, there's so many intricate details here waiting to be panel lined. Finally, we got stickers. Let's see, where do we put them? Let's see, we've got one for the eyes over here. Eyes, they do fit on pretty well. Of course, if I could, I would be using some markers, but well, there is a bit of black there, which I do not usually want to mess around with. For now, the reflective stickers will do. Bit of green for the other head cameras. I believe one on the front and back of the head. There we go. Finally, last head camera on the back. There we go. That is the internal camera assembly for the head. Done. Now to attach everything. Oh, I forgot to cut out the V-fin. I just realized that now. Oh shit, the camera might slip off here. The front camera sticker seems very delicate. So be careful, I guess, when doing that. If you ever decide to build this kit. Back camera stickers should be fine. I'll fully secure everything, then I'll cut out the V-fin and finish off the head with that. Make sure the eyes are properly seated. Damn, this thing has a massive cranium. Okay, there we go. The head is very nicely sculpted. I do like that. Alright, V-fin time. Should just be a one cut. Yep, and we have ourselves a V-fin. Like that, it slides on really nicely. Oh, don't want to drop that. Now, we are on to the last part, the backpack. We technically have a fully completed narrative Gundam. And, like, part of the B-packs. We just need to finish off the rest of the B-packs. And I'm gonna set the narrative aside right here. Move these stickers up here. Beam sabers, of course, can easily be attached to the beams on the back, slipped into the hands. Again, those beam sabers are abnormally long, in my opinion. But, again, back to the backpack. Okay, I think this is done. And I'm pretty sure this was done. There's one tiny little piece here on this runner. Actually, do I even use this piece? Oh, okay, no, I technically screwed up. So, there's a piece on this runner. Okay, I know where this piece goes. So I technically screwed this up. I was apparently supposed to use a different piece for the, back part holding the beam sabers. So this piece right here normally is supposed to go onto this, which really doesn't want to come out. Oh, there we go. Popped out after a bit. But this is supposed to fully cover this up. Like so. I think this may or may not be an extra area for that you can probably stick an action base onto. But I was apparently supposed to be using a different piece. If I can even find it. For the beam sabers. Which one are you? Oh, right here. Honestly, I don't see what's too different. If there is any difference at all between these. Perhaps, like, maybe a different shade of white? Let me see here. So these seem very much identical. And I really cannot tell if there's any difference between these two. But okay, if they want it, then give it to them. Like, I seriously cannot tell what is the difference. Of course, the beam saber should be easy to pop out. Oh. Like, I seriously cannot tell. They're both pretty much identical. I don't understand. Actually, I think there's a slight notch here on the back right here, but it's like so subtle. I think that's the only difference, if you could even call that a difference. I think that just might be for removing this more easily, I guess. It clicks into place satisfyingly. I'm gonna have the narrative stand right here as I finish up its backpack. Okay. Let's continue. Because, oh boy, there's a lot of pages dedicated just for setting up the funnels. Okay, we will need more polycaps. I think this polycap is specifically used to attach to the backpack right there. Like right here. This little tab right there. We got a ton of parts here to cut out. Of course this isn't as many parts as like the Apex, but still. There's still a lot of parts that go into the backpack of most of these narrative kits. Like, if I remember correctly, I want to say like about a third of the Silver Bullets build was just all backpack. I still really cannot get over how nice this plastic is to cut. Like, it cuts so cleanly, so smoothly. Is this upside down? Might be. Yeah, it was. Oh, but the color separation is very much welcome. Okay. So there we have that settled in very nicely. And then I guess we just throw this on. And this should just attach right onto here, if I am not mistaken. At least it's supposed to. Boy, the polycap is tight. Yeah, the polycap is... Oh boy, the polycap really doesn't want to go in. What is wrong with this polycap now? Okay, let's see here. I'm just gotta test this connection again, I guess. There we go. Now it's fitting real nicely. Well, that does allow for a decent amount of articulation with the rear. I like that. Okay, we're gonna remove this for now because I'm pretty sure we're gonna be needing to do a lot with this. I can always attach it later. Okay, so we do have a parts formation, as I suspected for the funnels. I think there's a mosquito in my room. Shit's so annoying. Anyways, let's see, we do have a bit of a parts formation, as I was saying. Right here with these. So there are two separate sets of funnels used. Might as well just assemble them all. Right while I'm at it. Because I'm already gonna be needing to assemble these anyways in the future. They are supposed to open up into like a cross-like shape, as you can maybe tell from their shape. Do these require more polycaps? Maybe. Okay, let's see here. I will have to probably get an action base if I ever want to pose up with the funnels. That is certainly going to be annoying. Oh, that dropped. So yeah, these clear boom arms right here are meant for an action base to hook up the funnels to. Now let's see if I can figure out how to assemble these. Pretty sure it's pretty self-explanatory and relatively easy. Okay, that went in pretty easily. Now for this. That also went in relatively easily. Nice. Okay, let's see here. Still gotta get the other arm assembled. Well, I can already see where we have to take parts out for parts formation. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. I want us to attach the actual fins next. Now there is technically a slight difference for some of these fins compared to one another. They are labeled differently as well. We can't just slap them on willy-nilly. I mean, we can to an extent, but you know. Oh. Let's see. This one goes on like so. Unfortunately, we'll have to disassemble these for the parts formation, so that's gonna be annoying. I'm gonna just cut these all out right now. Just for, well, ease of building. That's another finished runner. Why is this not going down all the way? Is it because, maybe these need to be split up a bit? What is wrong with this? I don't think there was any undergating. Let me try something here. Did I get these two mixed up? I don't think I did. Let me try this instead. Oh, maybe I did get them mixed up. Who knows? Oh, wait, no, you're just not fitting. Why? And the other ones fit nice and fine, but why are you not fitting? Let's see here. I'm gonna just pop this one off try to get this one on first, just to see if that's the problem. I might need to get my file here. So boy, I think it might be a gate, like an leftover nub from a gate. Oh, nope, there we go. Well, these things are pretty large. Like, funnels themselves are pretty massive, if you think about it. I hope I put out everything properly. There we go. Store that now. Alright, let's get to assembly. Okay, that's on tight. Wait, hold up. I might have to disassemble here. Because I see a massive, massive nub that I forgot. How did I overlook that? Oh, maybe these things are fitting on a bit too tightly. Okay, there we go. Nub removed. Now this thing can properly actually fit on, if it wants to. I think I see another nub. I really need to be more careful with cutting. Okay, there we go. Everything's sitting flush. That's good. Now let us do the same for these others. A bit of cleanup. Then they should just be easy to attach. Relatively easy to attach. They sometimes just don't want to get on. Oh, this one's really clean. Nice. I hope I don't have to clean this one up. There we go. Okay, now we're building the backpack connection. So the backpack connection, all you do is you just kind of sandwich a couple parts together and that's about it. Okay, I'm gonna move these two up here. seeing as we don't need them for now. Then just move this upwards, just to indicate their positioning. We will need another polycap for this. I think I just lost the polycap. Nope, found it. Okay, I think that should be it for polycaps. I don't think we need to use them anymore. Though I could be very wrong. Okay. Let's get to assembly. Am I missing anything? I hope I'm not. Oh, I am. Okay, let's see. What the hell is this thing? Did I cut out one too many polycaps? I don't think I did. Which part are you? Okay, okay. Now I'm getting myself confused. There's more parts to this than I expected. Okay, I think that's all the parts. Though I have no clue how the hell they go together. So firstly, these two sandwich. And they are supposed to be able to take, these. Ah, okay, I see where this is supposed to go now. I hope I'm shoving this into the right hole. This should just, I believe, hook on. Like so? Yeah, okay. Okay, that's where that part was. I was wondering. It looked weird on the instructions for a second. These two should sandwich. Nice. Then I think they should just kind of click into one another. Oh, that is very nice. Okay. They got left and right side. They should be able to attach onto here after we slide these guys in. Oh, okay, this clicks in really nicely. Oh yeah, no, it clicks in and out very nicely. It's satisfying. So we have a setup like this. What? Okay. Okay, no, this really doesn't want to fit on for some reason sometimes. I should have just left it on. Okay, there we go, now it's on. Oh, but that adds so much extra height to the narrative. Of course, these things can articulate very nicely. Of course, the backpack can move up to fire them over the shoulder if you so wish. I believe they do also act as beam cannons. Let's see here. Ah, okay, I see now. So technically, while you can open this up on the back, personally, I wouldn't want to try. And the wires only really come into play once you get them out. However, I believe there is some threading that you can do to get the wires onto here as well, in its stored mode. So here are the wires. They are long, kind of spindly. I'm mainly going to be using just the stored mode for now. I don't plan on using these, though, you know, probably keep these in my accessories box. Alright, so we're almost done here. Of course, you can also wire up this form as well. Like, this is technically interchangeable. So how does this wiring work? Firstly, we fully pull this off. Okay, yeah, no, this joint right here definitely needs some support. So this really, yeah, it falls out way too easily. Oh, well, probably because I didn't put it in properly. The joint is bent. Okay, there we go. Now it's in securely-ish. It's fallen out on me so many times so far. Oh, did I put it in the wrong area? Yeah, I did. Maybe? Yeah. Apparently there's a tiny little hole that this is supposed to poke through. I cannot tell where it is. Are you up here? No. Times like these, I wish I had a better light. Ah, okay, no, I did this wrong. Oops. Okay, so I don't know why they ordered it like this, I'll be honest. Oops, okay, the wire's already bending. You can shove a wire through here. I think this is supposed to bend down here. It's really hard to tell from the instructions. Like, in my opinion, they don't show it too well. Did I put this on backwards? I might have put these on backwards. No wonder. Okay, yeah, no, I did. That's my bad. So my right side's supposed to be my left, and my left side's supposed to be my right. I see. Unless I don't. No. Oh god, okay, no, I see it now. They just fully removed the backpack. No wonder I couldn't tell. Okay, these instructions are weird. Holy shit. So this is supposed to fully go through, then it goes up. Ah, okay, I see now. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go full storage here. So, yeah, this is really, really confusing sometimes. So you just, I guess, kind of fully pull it in. Oh boy. Nope. I may or may not use the wire. You know? Just due to how confusing it is sometimes. Let's see, then you just kinda, after looping all that in here, you just kinda poke it in here, I guess. It's free floating for now. Then you just seal it up. I think. Actually, how are we supposed to do that? How does this work? Ah, okay, so you don't fully seal it up. This just, well, this can fully seal, this just kind of hangs there. Okay. Now to do the same with the other one. To get all the wires in. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be posing this up until I can get an action base. But sadly, I don't think I'll be able to show off that part on stream. But this, it does kind of lock into two places. It's either closed or opened like this, which is how it works. Alright, now we just do the same with this side. Oops. I don't know why they have you push it into the small hole there first, instead of well, just doing it the way I am. Okay, so after pushing this in like that, I guess, like this just kind of holds the wire in. It's a bit finicky, definitely, actually. The wires are probably the most finicky parts of these kits. If a kit has wires in it, I don't mind, but personally, I have not had good experiences with wires. Okay, there we go. We got two wired incom units, or rather funnels. They are technically fully fledged funnels. Boy, this thing is very back heavy now. Well, you kind of expect that. That is the narrative. Of course, you got the beam sabers, which will work. You got some extra parts here, specifically just the hand. I think this, I don't think is necessary. These are for, well, actually posing them up. And yeah, I think that's the narrative complete. So I should have finished this in one stream, but I was unable to due to something coming up. Next week on Mondays, I do plan on playing some HoloCure on stream. I've been addicted to that game ever since it came out yesterday. Or was it the day before yesterday? It was either Wednesday or yesterday that it came out. But either way, I'm addicted to it again. I'll explain more about my history of that on Monday. So yeah, this has been the narrative B-Packs. The actual narrative Gundam itself, I really like. The B-Pack itself. The funnels are very finicky in my opinion. They can certainly look good, but they require a fair amount of effort just to, well, get the wires in. Specifically the wires. The wires are the most annoying part. The funnels themselves, I don't mind. Let's see, what else I was gonna say. The shields, I really like. Like, this is one of my favorite shields to build so far. Like, it's one of the more unique ones. Personally, I didn't really like the aerial shield. Like, despite it being pretty complex and being composed of a ton of parts, it can be sometimes a bit annoying, and it only has one attachment point. It can only really fit on one way, making some poses more difficult to do than others. Especially, again, the rotating arm, it really helps sell this shield to me. Like, just that little feature there really helps with getting a ton of good poses with the shield, which I do like. So, and I do also really like the combining aspect. That is one of the few gimmicks that does work out of all the narrative kits. Like, I know the Silver Bolt Suppressor technically had a working arm swap system, but that gimmick is very annoying to do. And I feel like they would have been better off just excluding it, just for more stability. But yeah, aside from that, I think this is where I'm gonna wrap it up. So, thanks y'all for coming, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!